Hey, what's up, guys? What's going on? This is Ted. Welcome to MPN World News. Uh, I'm not streaming this live, I'm recording it. I may reserve it to actually show it at a future show. It will be from the archives at that point because we plan on launching MPN World News for season 3, which would be the winter. So you'll be looking back on this. But this is it's a day that's touching me personally because of all that's going on. And I want to give some insight into that. There have been protests going around the country, and I feel ashamed. These protests are going on because of the loss of black lives. Ever since Tavon Martin, man, I've had the group MPN Bullshit of the Day News, and we've kept track of killings, abuses, beatings, things like that of the law enforcement leg of this country. And man, I've been up on it and I've been a crusader to fight against those things. I've always known that we can't just do that, we can't just react, but I still felt it was important to know what was going on. I was scared that at some point we would grow so used to hearing it, desensitized to things. I was wary of that. And I was concerned that that might happen for other people. It wouldn't happen for me, but it happened for me. All of these protests going on because there's 3 cases going on at the same time that are so bad that has gotten the nation in an uproar. And I saw the headlines of these things go past my computer screen and just thought there's another one and didn't even pay it any attention. Didn't even pay it in I did, but it's just in and out because I was seeing so many of them. Guys, it's not just these 3 things. This happens constantly. But that doesn't mean that we should get desensitized to it. All right? Now, let's talk about another issue. First of all, let me mention who these people are. Ahmaud Arbery was killed. They called it in a citizen arrest by 2 white men. Turns out to be 3 people involved in it. Breonna Taylor, who was in her home, and police come and knock on her door, or I don't even know if they knocked because it was a no search warrant. They busted in. They said that somebody shot them, which was not Breonna, and they shot and killed Breonna or Brianna. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. If they did get shot, I'm not sure about that. I'm not totally up on the story. You're breaking and entering a no-knock warrant. We have the right to protect ourselves. And then this last one is George Floyd. And you've probably seen the video. It's very, very unbelievably disturbing to see this cop in the public, video streaming, people warning them, we're filming this, people begging him, please stop. You're killing him. He can't breathe. He's saying, I can't breathe. He passes out. I thought he was dead right there watching the video. Passes out. They're telling him he hasn't moved in minutes. Check and see if he's okay. The guy's knee is still on his neck, has his face jammed into the ground. It was so disturbing. I thought he was dead. Turns out he died in custody later on. So all these protests are going on because of these 3 murders. 2 of them by cops. And they just It just passed right by me. I said I'll check it out one day and see what happened. Terrible. Okay, so let's get to another issue. Oh no, please tell me that is that I am streaming. Let me go check and double check. That's really weird. It looks like everything is okay. Okay, so marches, protests. Do they do any good? So many people come out when it's sexy to come out. When it becomes a crowd thing, a group thing, everybody's doing it. Let me jump in. Now is the time. I understand that. Is that a totally bad thing? No, it's not. We need momentum. We need bunches of people to jump out, to step out, and then to jump in when they see other people stepping out. Say, now is the time to do it. Here goes another issue. We've had marches forever. What has it done? It's not doing any good. I personally believe it's not the only answer. Doing that alone will not do it. We've seen that. But to say it's no good, I'm sorry, I can't get with it. I just can't get with that. All right, so let me look at what the alternative to that is. Number one, you have to have a plan. Don't tell us don't march and don't protest, and then you don't have a plan for what we can do. All right? You don't want us to do something, replace it with something else that we can do to make a difference and to change things. The second thing is, well, what do I think that plan is? Specifically, I don't know. I have ideas, but it needs to be a plan to elevate and empower the black community. As far as what areas we need that in, that's up for discussion. Probably economics, financially, politically, spiritually, family-wise, all of that. Strength-wise, maybe, dare I say, militarily. We have to elevate and empower the black community to the point that nobody will F with us. They would not dare F with us because they know the harm that will come to them if they did. That's what will stop it. Have a plan. Have a plan to do that. If you don't have a plan, then stop knocking protests. Okay, now having said that about having a plan and what might that plan be, and by the way, I'm against, no, I'm not against, I'm not totally against, I'm not totally for Black Lives Matter. It's doing something. People are saying this is not okay. That's good with me. What I don't like is going to people that don't care about us and begging and pleading and saying Black Lives Matter. We already know Black lives don't matter to them. What are you doing? Okay, take the same message and then direct it to black people. All right? Watch out when Black Lives Matter to black people. When they really matter, where every black life really matters to black people. And we say, we're going to do what's effective, and this is no longer acceptable, and it will not continue to happen. And we will find what is efficient, effective, we will do it, and we will stop this from happening. All right, so I'm okay with it. I'm not totally against it, but I'm not totally for it. Here go two other hashtags that I like a lot more, but they're on a much smaller basis because they're my things that I promote and things like that. But you never know how things can grow. I'm down for anything that is going to be effective. It doesn't have to be my thing. But two hashtags is hashtag we are a mighty people. It sends a different message. Don't F with us. We're a mighty people. All right. It's also connected to the Mighty People Network, and what our mission is is coincidentally to uplift and empower the world black pan-African community. The world majority, not minority. We're a world majority unless you divide us and chop us into pieces and take a little piece and say the little minorities. And the other one, hashtag, is fear of a black planet. Guys, I'm going through this because I'm discussing what works. All right? Yeah, we're going to get out there and protest and make us think. And what's going to happen is they're going to do whatever they do to try to quiet it down. Hopefully something positive. We'll forget about it and go on about our lives. The problem is still there. And and this is the problem that people have with marching. Somebody else is going to get killed in some drastic, dramatic way. We're going to get up on our heels and we're going to go out there and protest again. We can't only protest. All right, so that's why I'm going through this stuff. And I'm going to get to it, but I'm going to be in a protest tomorrow. All right. So I'm not saying don't do that. I'll get into that in a second. So here goes the other hashtag. Hashtag fear of a black planet. I didn't create that hashtag because it's an album by a rap group, Public Enemy. And I love the album. And I said, I don't like this Black Lives Matter. When someone kills someone, I say let's use this hashtag that tells it how it is. This happened because of their weak, immature, insecure, self-doubting fear of a black planet. They can't allow a even playing field because they're scared of that. They're cowardly. That's why they play unfairly. Fear of a black planet. So I said, instead of putting, oh, please stop killing us, which to me that's what Black Lives Matter is. Oh, just stop killing us and we'll be okay. No. Let's say we are a mighty people. Let's say hashtag fear of a black planet. You're the ones with the problem. Okay? We got strength, all right? And you're scared of that strength. So let's milk that fear. Let's use this hashtag to show how powerful we are. And every time one of us gets killed, we hashtag solutions, long-term, long-range, proactive planning, building, uplifting, strengthening, uniting until we're too powerful for them to freak with. Excuse me. Every murder should strengthen us. It's so hard to do this because we want to cuss them the F out. We want to kill them. We want to fight back. We want to damage something. We want to scream. We want to do all this. It's so hard to not focus on that, but to focus on building now and in the future, elevating, empowering until they can't fuck with us even if they wanted to. That's what we need to do. So, last thing. I'm going to, I think I had the picture. I wish I'd downloaded it here. Maybe I can. I made some signs. I'm going to go to a produce tomorrow. Oh my goodness. To a protest tomorrow. I probably would shy away from it. I'm like glad that they happen, but I don't know that I would put my efforts into them because I want to focus on that long-range solution. But my daughter mentioned it to me, and I'm just proud to have her conscious of these things. I could not say, no, I'm not going. And she's proud of me for being a black activist. All right, so to say, no, I'm not going to no march. I don't care. It might look like that, So, see if I can find this picture. So, I'm going to the protest, did I say that right? Yeah, I'm going to the protest tomorrow, the march. It's in Waterbury. These marches are happening all over the city. not all over the city, all over the country in cities. This is happening. And we're having a small one here in Waterbury tomorrow. And I'm going to that. So, man, I'm proud to see kids stepping up and saying I care. These millennials coming out and saying this is not cool. This is not acceptable. So I'm proud to see that. So I'll be going. Here goes one of the signs that I made. Okay, so you notice on the other side there is the hashtag near the bottom that does say Black Lives Matter. Uh, Time is running out. I do want to show you that though. Image photos. But this one that you're looking at, however, does not say that. It has the hashtags that I mentioned to you, which is hashtag We Are a Mighty People and hashtag Fear of a Black Planet. And I already talked to you about those. You know what? I'm just gonna download the whole folder. I can do a slideshow of the signs that I did. Did that download? Okay. No, it didn't. So I'm gonna let that go. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna get going. I don't want to hold you guys. Thank you for tuning in with me. I'm very disturbed about these murders, and I'm glad that people are standing up. I mean, the three of these things happening within a month's time is just horrendous. But it has gone on over and over and over, and it's going to keep going on. So you're protesting, good for you. But if you want it to be effective, we have to do something different. We have to come together. We have to plan. We have to unite. We have to elevate ourselves. You can't want to fit in with the people who don't value your lives. You can't value the people's society, the people's ways, the people's approval. That your life doesn't matter to. And then protest and say Black Lives Matter. You can't do that and expect it to be effective. We have to have a plan. All right. Hashtag We Are Mighty People. Hashtag Fear of a Black Planet. The other thing you can do is use Black Lives Matter. Use that hashtag and start talking about how Black Lives Matter to us and how we can elevate ourselves in the future. Use that hashtag the right way. All right. So thank you so much. I'm going to end now. I don't know if I'm going to publish this today, which is 5:31, May the 31st, 1 a.m. right now. I'm recording it. 10 o'clock in the morning is the march. Or if I'm just going to keep it in the archives, and when we do start streaming MPN World News, I may show it at that point. I have the feeling I'm going to go ahead and publish it now, and then we will put it in the archives for when we launch the MPN World News show. All right. So, and I apologize because I didn't realize all that time I was not on camera, but you did hear me at least. I know the audio was on. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for doing the protest. I'm sorry that I wasn't on camera because I wanted you to see how focused I am on what we need to be doing. All right. But thank you. Please listen back to this. Please listen to me. Please, let's make a difference. And between these sexy protests, These times where it's sexy to get involved, and I don't. It's terrible to say because it's vital. I think it's a good thing that we do that. We have to do something. So until we have another answer, we have to do this. That's a good thing. But so many people do it because it's the current popular thing to do and not because they really are determined to make a difference. Because if you're determined to make a difference, you'll do it not just when it's popular. Popular is what I'm not trying to say, not necessarily sexy, but to some people, I guess it is. All right. All right. Whew. All right. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. And we'll see you online. Or hopefully, anybody from Waterbury will be out there. And have a good one, guys.